Hello, fellow collectors. Today we will be talking about Super7 ThunderCATS Ultimate Cats Lair. Now, these boxes are huge. When I got them at the front door, I couldn't believe the massive size. Now, if we look at box 1 of 2, it's coming in at over 28 inches by 34 by 2 foot wide. Now, box 2 is coming in a little over 28 by 21 by over 11.
Open, damn it! Open!
Okay, once you get it out of the box, you do have 2 boxes that can sit on top of each other. And man, these things are huge. Okay, so first we'll look at box 2 of 2. So here's the front, the side, the back, and we have a product shot as well. And we have the other side, the top, and the bottom of the box with the UPC code. Then we have box 1 of 2, the larger of the 2. Here's the front of the box, this side of the box, the back of the box with the product shots, and the side. Next we have the top and the bottom of the box. Unfortunately, at the front of the box has an actual tear on the front, and this is right out of the box, no doing anything. So this is very disappointing. But what can you do? So if we take the measurements of box 1, we're looking at a little over 70 centimeters, less than 28. We have just shy of 28 inches. And then we have 34 inches tall, and we're looking at box 2 now, and we see the measurements for it coming in right at a little under 10.5 inches by 20 3/4 inches, and then we have the final of less than 2 foot long. So if we go ahead and open box 1, we see we have these accessories here. Then we're looking at some chairs on this corner. You can see them here, a couple of those. Then we get over here and we have this baggie, and it has all of those accessories and the little ladder or the stairs. And then we have the what looks like to be the sort of Omen stand, a key. And then on this side we have the round table, which is very, very nice. And we have a couple more chairs underneath that, as well as, yep, definitely more chairs. And then we see we have at least 4 of those on that side. Then we have the clear cellophane for the tower, and then we have the inserts for the cannons. And then we actually have on this side, we have some of the controls in the cast layer, the top part. We can see it has a chair and a back and a side there for the inserts. Now here we have the actual cannons underneath the claws. We have 2 of those exactly the same. Now on the other side we have another control station that sits on the top floor. So let's go ahead and get these all put back in, and then we can take this out and get a little bit closer look what's underneath. So if I pull that up and out of the way, and it's kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'll take it out and then set it over here. And inside we have the main body for the Cats Lair. So let's get it out of the box and see how cool this thing is. So once out of the box, you can see we do have some cellophane wrap on this thing right here, and it is all the way around. Now the top one you can simply just pull off. It does come off rather easily. But the ones on the bottom are definitely wrapped around, so you have to individually find those. Now it does come with these attachments here for the electrodes, and very nice. So it is nicely secured on there. So we can see on the back we have the nice cellophane keeping it all intact, which is very, very cool. This thing is definitely awesome. This reminds me of the construction of the CATS layers. But speaking of cats, I had to let Alyssa, or she had to come and look in. I was pointing at her, say, "Hey, Alyssa, go on in here. See what's in there, baby. It's nothing going to hurt you. Go on in there." And she eventually does, as you can see her coming out of it. So nice. So here are the 3 card inserts for the control panels. Here we have side 1 of 1, 2 of 1, side 1 of 2, side 2 of 2, side 1 of 3, and side 2 of 3. Here we get a look at the key, side 1 and side 2. Then we have the accessories, the inserts for Tigra and for Panthro. And then we have the table here. The table is very nice. It is just a simple table. Nothing out of the ordinary. You can just see it's round. I have a little bit of styrofoam there. I thought it was a chip, but nope, it's not. So it was a very cool looking table, but it comes out a little over 8 inches tall. Now the ramp itself is over 5 inches tall by 10 and over half and 10 and a half long. Now here we're looking at the control panels that go up top. You can see here it does have a chair. Now this chair does not rotate. It just basically is stuck on there. It goes up and down for the figure to fit in nicely so the feet can fit in there. Now here is the slide for the inserts, and they just simply just go in there like that, and you can have whichever side you want. You can see here we have this side. It's very cool. Very nice touch on that. Now there is one thing I will have to say. The second one actually had a QC issue that I had to fix. The inserts would not go in. But here we have the sort of Omens stand looking very nice with a little bit of felt there for the claw. And it is a very cool piece. Now it's coming in a little over 4 inches tall, which is nice, and the chairs are a little over 5 inches themselves by little less than 4 inches wide. Now we do have 7 chairs to go around the table for the original 7 ThunderCATS. If you had to have the extra chair, you could take the one from the control room upstairs and bring it in. Now here we see, I just simply move it over there, and maybe we have a visitor or something, they can sit in the little chair. But here we have this chemical station. It comes with this nice little top, and you can see here we have the chemicals and everything for Tiger to work on. It's very, very cool. Now it does have this piece of cardboard underneath, and what I did is kept it in there because you have this hollowed out section you can store some accessories in if you had to. Now the cannons, you get 2 of them, and they do rotate up, which is very nice. It is on this little peg. It has a little rotator there. It comes up. We have this screen here with the 2 handles. Very nice touch with a piece of glass. We have this base, the stand. Now it doesn't rotate around. This section is very solid itself. The only thing that really rotates and turns is the cannon, and here we get to see that it does go right and left also, which is a very nice touch. Now I will say be very careful with those because there is a weak point here at the connector. Now here are these cannons coming in at a little under 6 inches by 5 3/4 inches long, and then they're coming in right at 5 inches wide. So here we see the front of the CATS layer, excuse me, and we have these cannons, and they go rotate down. It's very cool, very, very nice. They do look a little weathered, and they have one for each side, as you can see here. And then we have the front doors. They push in. All you do is just push at the top or even the bottom, and they do open up to the inside. We can see that balcony there. Now the sides here have the little bit of hey Alyssa. And we can see they do go back. Now here in the front, we just pull this tab up and we can see inside there a little motor going for the cat's lair. And then here we have the part where the ramp goes. So if we turn this around, we can see, and I'm just sliding it because like I say, one hand is it, and it opened up very quickly. So here we have the top floor and the bottom floor, 2 floors in this thing. On this side we see some wires and everything, more look like a shop. On this side we have a grand hall with some windows. Now on the top here we have the big screen that we always saw them gather around, and the control panel there, the places for the towers and the cannons on the back side. Now this side here we have the doors in the entryway, and if you can push them out, they don't latch that well. They don't have a breaking point, so you could just push it through by accident. But we do have these staircases that come down. Now unfortunately, right out of the thing, my tabs already broke even before I did everything. So another quality issue with the cat's lair. But as we move on, we see box 2 of 2 with the great artwork on the front. Now you just simply, as with the first one, just take these tabs and pull them out. And there we're just going to simply pull this top up and see we have styrofoam. Now it is all one part. They do have it wrapped around, so you'll just pull that off, and there you go. That's all you have. So you will have to take the styrofoam off. It is wrapped around very nicely to keep this one in. So you just take that off, and when you do, you have 2 hands and the head for the cat's lair. Very tightly wrapped in there and wrapped in plastic. So if we take them and look at them, we see here we have the 2 arms, the blue hands for each side, the head. And all you do is just take those out, and then here's a picture of them side by side with the head. Now the head itself is looking very cool. The eyes and the mouth. Now it is just a mouth that has no hollow hole or anything like that. These legs are the hands, paws for the front that we've seen so many times on the cat's lair. Looking very nice. That blue, they captured the right color. Now the head itself is coming a little under a foot tall, while the back of it is coming just over 11 inches and a half, and it's about 8 3/8 inches long. Now the arms do open up, and you'll see here it's a nice, and here we got a nice sprocket going back there, so it only goes up 3. And then you see we got lots of room here for that gun emplacement, or even a ThunderCAT or 2 to run out. Now the Thunder Tank won't fit under there, but it will go side by side with it, right? It is a big machine after all. But yeah, so this thing is very sturdy, very nice, and will last a long time. Now the arms themselves come up to 8.5 inches tall when closed, comes as wide as 17 inches long, and it's coming in just under 9 inches wide. Now when the arm is up, it's just over 17.5 inches tall. Then we go over here to the boxes. Now it's very cool, the boxes fit in. The smaller box 2 of 2 actually fits in 1 of 1 with all of those styrofoam boxes, so it's easy to store. So all you do is close it up and then put it to where you're going to place it. Mine's going to go into the attic. So now that we're going to put the box away, let's get ready to assemble. So here we have the batteries, and you'll see they takes 3 AA batteries. So here's battery 1, battery 2, and battery 3. So let's close this back on up. just with a simple Phillips head screwdriver. And then what we'll do is we'll take the head, and you have this little plug here. You actually come with 2 wires just in case something breaks. Take the end, plug it in. Now it doesn't go flush, it does have a little bit out, as you can see here. And then you just simply plug it into the base unit, just like so. And then all you do is take the head, and it will fit in this slot here. So you just fit it in just right and slide it in, just like so. It looks very cool. Now it has a button on the back that controls the eyes for the cat's lair. So here it is. Give it a little push, and you see they light up. Now the bottom light is controlled by the control panel inside, but it has this button for the top of the eye. Now to put on the legs, all you simply do is you have that slide, and you just take that bottom part and slide it on in. Just take them and match them up, and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle if you have to, and slide it on until it can't go no more. Now here we have the right arm. You can see comes up 3, which is very nice, and then you have the total package there, and then we close it. Now for the other side, slides right on in, and once again 3 clicks and it's up, and we see the inside of the cat's lair. Very cool, man. Now the front ramp is designed to go on there. My ramp was very hard to get on. It does have this slot here that goes in the middle. The left side would go in fine, but the right side was just hanging, so I definitely had to sit here and work with it for a little while just so I didn't break anything. But eventually I got it, and it fit all nicely in there. Very, very cool. So you'll have to forgive my pajamas. I had my Stewies on. Very, very cool looking cat's lair. Man, I am digging this thing. Now, here we look at the cellophane things we have. So there's the first one. And here we have a topographical map of the surrounding area. Then we have Hook Mountain. And then next we have the castle for Mumra. So all of these are actual scenes from the ThunderCATS show. And then we have in space, we're looking at a space station. And the cat's claw is very cool. And then last, but you can see here, I probably will have that one, Mumra or Hook Mountain. Definitely a lot of cool things to choose from as far as the display goes. Yes, the red light that all the cats chases. So it's very cool. Then you can flip them around, do whatever you want to, and have it displayed any way you want to. Now, I was talking about my control panel. Right here you can see there's 2 tabs preventing it from inserting in, so I actually had to get in there and break those tabs, push them out of the way. Another quality issue with the Thunder thing, so I had a few items, but it's definitely okay. It's nothing that I can't be just corrected here. Just get those tabs out of the way and it fits in fine. Now both of the control panels fit on the side of the main panel. You can see here they fit in nicely. Now all you do is take one of these, and then you will just slide it in, and there's a little slot for each side. And like I say, one-handed is kind of hard, but once you get it, it goes in pretty good. And then you just take that and then push it in. And then on the main panel here, we have a little button. It's the ThunderCAT symbol, and it turns on. And you can see it lights up, and you get the nice LED screen. And we have all these controls, just like it was in the cartoon. I'm definitely digging that. And we have the controls up top. There's a little hollow space there. That's easily to overlook. But these, they rotate around a little bit, so you can just put them to where you need them to be. Now, if we take a look at these closer, you can see it does have a little bit of 1985 and things like that to tell you the air dates and couple of the episodes. It's kind of cool little knowledge. Now here we have the front, the light up of the ThunderCAT signal and the eyes. Very, very cool, man. Very nice. So here we go to side our level 2, the main level. We have the doors that open up. See, they come here and here, and then they close just like so. Now, like I say, they do have a little issue. You can't push them past the door frame, so just be wary of that. And here we have the other side. Nothing really lights up on those, unfortunately, but it's still very cool. Now, if we go down the staircase, we have this little slider here, and if we slide it on over, we see the place where the Sword of Omens can be stored. We have the little stand here, and we have the sun, so we put that little stand inside there, and then you can take the accessories and put it there. Now, if we go to the other side, if I can just push it on through, we'll see we've got a place to store all of the other ThunderCATS weapons. Very nice touch for that, so it's nicely hidden in there. So it's nice. On each side of these comes a little stairway. You can pose your ThunderCATS on there or at the top looking down. Now if I go and grab the accessory pack here, we have the Sword of Omens and the claw, and if I open up, there they are. Very cool. Very, very nice. Man, this is awesome. This is very awesome. Dreams come true. Now, so if it ever comes to the day that you need to put it in storage, you can simply just take that lid there, put it there to cover those up so nothing gets broke. Take the key or the cat's lair, put it right there, and the extra wire can go there. Now the chairs and the table can fit on the main floor, so it's easy to close up. Now I have to say this is an awesome piece, and this is a room changer, not just a collection changer. So ThunderCATS, ho, and keep collecting.